Welcome to Unity Inspired Living. Our community began in 1989 as a small worldwide Unity book study group, and we've continued the momentum as an ever-evolving spiritual community. Each Sunday, you will find dynamic thought leaders delivering inspiring messages and talented musicians sharing sound healing through their melody. Here, we embrace ancient spiritual traditions, universal truths, and emerging wisdom. Let's check out this Sunday message. We're so grateful you've joined us. Bountiful blessings this spectacular Sunday morning. My name is Amy Van Ling, and it is my joy, my delight, my honor to be here with you each week sharing this inspired experience. So I just say, welcome in. You made it. You chose to step into sacred space. This is a sacred space. I honor that. I honor you. Maybe you're still in your pajamas with a cup of coffee or tea. Maybe you rushed to get here. Maybe you're just heading in right now. However, either way, you're making it here. This moment does count, and there's no accident that we're here together. I believe it's a divine appointment. And today we are exploring seeing through illusion, and it's always a perfect time to sort of explore, question our stories, the stories that we've oftentimes just absorbed. We didn't even realize we are carrying them. We just absorbed them about our worth, about our world, about what's possible. And so we get to open up without assumptions, but rather with curiosity and say, ego often, I think it's Eckhart totally that says ego lives in stories. And so we can release having to have control over, who we are, who others are, all of that stuff we can get wrapped up in. And those urgent stories that feel so convincing. A lot of time there's scenes in a movie, right? So seeing beyond all of that and stepping really just into awareness. Yeah. And so I invite you to open up and declare that you're available to what is real and true and alive beneath the appearances about your worth, about the world. Coming with a beginner's mind. I always love that image of a beginner's mind, just empty space for divine thoughts to drop in and messages to be heard. I did read an inspiring little tidbit this morning. On this day in 1979, October 12th, a space probe named something, Pioneer 11, made its approach to Saturn, is what I read. And it took back the very first close-up images of Saturn with the rings. So it was the first time humanity literally saw the sun's rings clearly on this day 46 years ago. And so I thought, wow, that's a lovely metaphor for, just clarity beyond appearances, like seeing something for real and really leaning into our theme, seeing through illusion. And so I loved that little tidbit. Who knew? Who knew these things? We think back, when did that ever happen? So before that, we never saw the rings clearly around Saturn. So welcome in, everybody. I see you joining us. Michael J. Everybody is coming into the space, and we're so grateful to have you here. It is my most joy. Just it puts this big smile on my face to welcome back the Reverend JACQUELYN Edwards. She is an inspiration, open-hearted, open-minded being of magnificence, and she radiates, and we're so blessed that she says yes to us, and she comes in here and shares her heart and her soul and her authenticity and her message. And today the message is living as the I am. Yes, we say yes to that. And we're so thankful for you, JACQUELYN, your beauty and your radiance. There will be a workshop today immediately following the service. So we're here on live stream. And then when we wrap up here on the live stream, we move over into the Zoom room, and there's a workshop. Everybody is welcome. So invite your neighbors. We say, come on, come all. And this is going to be an amazing workshop. Vision, affirm, meditate, and pray. Hello. We're all ready for this. And this is going to be, JACQUELYN says, an interactive play shop where we walk in each other's spiritual shoes. Don't you love that? I'm excited. So thank you, beloved soul. We're so grateful that you spend time with us and share yourself with us. It's truly a gift. So thank you. Thank you. I will drop the link to the workshop in the live stream chat here on Facebook. It's also on our website homepage, unityinspiredliving.org. So you can pop in there through the website as well. So thank you, Jacqueline. We love you, love you, love you. We also have on the screen our beautiful Kalyani Marsh. She is gifting us with her magnificence, her presence, her joy-filled essence and sound healing. She's magical and mystical, and look at her. She's just a beam of light. We're so grateful when you say yes to us and you share your time and your energy and your soul expressing through the sound, which always just vibrates, resonates deeply into us. And we're grateful. We're so grateful for your sacred yes and streaming in with us and from your beautiful space. We have our amazing, incredible Jan Knight on the screen with us. She is beautiful light in our community. We are so grateful for you, Jan. And she's here this morning sharing her light, bringing her compassionate heart, and she's sharing our inspirational reading for the day, community announcements, and our prayer of plenitude. So thank you, beautiful, precious souls on the screen. And thank you, beautiful, precious souls live streaming. I was saying zooming in. You're not zooming in with us yet. You're live streaming in with us. Thank you for saying yes and being part of this co-creation, because that is what we are doing together. This is a joint venture we're on. We're on this journey together. And so I invite you into this space and invite you to feel into our mission. I like to remind us of what our mission is every Sunday, so that it's like keeping the ship on course. You know, it's like we're not going off course here. We have a mission and we're doing this together, and we're so grateful to co-create this space together. So hand on your heart, light a candle, whatever you do to ground yourself and center into knowing this is what we're doing. We are fostering love and wisdom, inspiring transformation, offering compassionate outreach, and embracing unity. What I love about our mission is that it so lends itself to whatever the uniqueness is about you. You can be on this mission in your special, unique, genuine, divine self way. And that's what we love about this community. We cultivate that here, letting you know that there is absolute space for you to be you and show up as you. And so thank you for showing up and being here and being part of this community. We are so grateful. We are going to open up with our community song, and we like to invite you to sing along. And if you're anything like me, you just loved that. I look at mute, make sure I'm muted like 10 times during the community song. So no, so nobody can hear me singing out loud. But the point is, sing out loud, sing your soul. So thank you, Kalyani.
Oh, you bet. Hey, everybody. Happy to be here. I think I might have played this before. Did I play this song, Joy is a Superpower? Does that ring a bell? You're muted, but that's the way you want it. So, joy is a superpower. We're going to repeat that, and then we're going to repeat love, and then may I choose to celebrate today. Then love is eternal power. May I choose to be in love today. And then in peace, I am complete. May I choose to live in peace today. And at the end, I did a little add on. May I choose to celebrate with my brothers and my sisters from the heart. And when you hear that from the heart, and then the joy that we have cultivated in the song, we can send that to whoever we feel could use it, groups or whoever. Can you hear the guitar? Oh yeah. Joy is the superpower. 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 Joy is a superpower. May I choose to celebrate today. We're going to do that again. Joy is a superpower. 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 May I choose to celebrate, today. Love is eternal power. 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 May I choose to be in love today. We're going to do that one again too. Love is eternal power. 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 May I choose to be in love today. Now we're going to slow it down and say, in peace I am complete. 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 May I choose to live in peace today. Maybe we'll do that one again too. In peace I am complete. 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 May I choose to live in peace today. And we're going to do joy is a superpower once again. Joy is a superpower. 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 May I choose to celebrate with my brothers and my sisters from the heart. Send the love out. Send the joy from the heart. From the heart, from the heart, from the heart.
So absolutely beautiful. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Kalyani.
Thank
We are
you.
so grateful.
I could
May
hear
I?
you singing. Yay.
I did check the mute like 3 times. That was a good one to sing along to, though, wasn't it? May I choose to live in peace. Also a reminder that it's a choice. We get to choose in every moment, and that in peace we are complete. I think sometimes we feel like there has to be so much else going on to be complete, and yet, ah, what a space of freedom to be in that. Thank you for bringing that to us this morning. That was a perfect community song. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to hand the screen over to our beloved Jan. Thank you, Jan. She's got a reading for us and some announcements. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I would send out the same gratitude to you, Kalyani. I mean, it felt like I didn't have enough time at the end to send out that love to all the names I was saying, all the groups I was thinking about. So anyway, well, that's powerful. I don't remember that, but I missed one time when you were here, so it could have been that time. Anyway, thank you so much. Okay, everybody, it's great to be here. Seems like a few weeks since I've been in the group presenting, announcing. So it's my turn to share the announcements with you today and the inspirational reading. So first of all, I want to repeat what Amy said earlier to join us after the service for an always engaging and transformative time with Jacqueline. And she's calling it an interactive play shop, and I'm calling it a transformative interactive play shop because it always is. And I'm just speaking for myself, but I know for many others as well, it always is transformative. So you absolutely don't want to miss it. It begins at 11:30, and it's on our Zoom website. And you go to our unityinspiredliving.org to find the Zoom link. Everybody's welcome. Contributions are graciously received. You can contribute via Zelle or PayPal or send a check in the mail to us. And everybody's welcome. So that's the first thing. Second thing is this is about our yard sale that we had. First thing I wanted to say is, in case you missed last week, we want everybody to know that we're so grateful. There were almost 20 people that helped make that event a huge, huge success. It was our 10th annual yard sale. It happened 2 weeks ago. And there's an addendum to it. So I want to read this carefully to you. And if you know anybody, just put the word out. And this is what I want you to put the word out about. We're very excited to offer an entire jewelry making workshop. It's like everything that could make up it, boxes and boxes. They're all right behind me here. To all the supplies, tools, beads, pendants, everything you need for making beaded necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and starting your own business, really. It was my dear friends and our dear friends, Carol Hansen Gray's, and she would want it to go to someone who is following their creative passion. So it has to be picked up here in Brentwood. We're calling out for someone who will list these items and other vintage items online for us for continuing fundraising for our center. We have some other amazing items as well. So please contact me if you know anybody that can support this venture for us. Thank you so much for that. And then mark your calendars for the third Saturday Community Circle and Potluck, which is going to be held at Christie's home in Brentwood on Saturday, October 18th, beginning at 11. And just go online to our website again, and you can see the details and the address. We also would invite you to join our community in making a donation to the Mitchell Van Ling Memorial Fund to support Karen Mingus's granddaughter, who's making amazing progress. Shaylin was in a major auto accident earlier this summer, and she's doing so well. So please contribute to their GoFundMe page, and you can find information on our homepage for that. You can also contribute to the Memorial Fund via PayPal or Zelle or personal check. And just be sure to put Karen Mingus's name in the notes. Also, we want you to stay connected with what's going on through going to our Unity website, unityinspiredliving.org, and our Facebook page, which is wonderful, Unity Inspired Living, and also reading our weekly connection, which comes to you in your emails on Wednesdays. And if you don't receive the weekly connection, you can go online to our website and sign up for the weekly connection. Now take a breath. And now it's time for our inspirational reading. Okay, so our theme for October is seeing through illusion. And I found many wonderful readings that I could be reading about illusion. However, the best one that I found was the one that Amy put in our weekly connection last week. And so it's not too long. So I'm going to share Seeing Through Illusion by Amy Van Ling. So close your eyes and listen carefully. Life often feels like a swirl of gain and loss, health and sickness, joy and heartbreak. Yet these shifting appearances are not ultimate reality. They are temporary projections shaped by human thought. Behind every changing condition is the changeless presence of God, the one life expressing as all. Jesus pointed to this deeper truth when he said, "Do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. He invited us to stop chasing what the eyes report and look instead with spiritual perception. When storm raged on the sea, Jesus spoke peace because he perceived a power greater than the waves. A Course in Miracles echoes this belief, this wisdom, teaching us that the world we see reflects the mind's beliefs, often a dream of separation and fear. When we seek security or validation outside ourselves, we become trapped in judgments, old patterns, and the restless search for worth. But when we turn inward, quiet the opinionated mind, and rest in our deepest truth, illusions lose their grip. Seeing through illusion doesn't mean denying life's challenges. It means meeting them from a higher consciousness. We still feel grief and act with compassion, but we refuse to let appearances define our reality. Oh, you know what? I'm going to read that again. I need to read that a different way. We still feel, grieve, and act with compassion, but we refuse to let appearances define our reality. We remember what is eternal cannot be threatened. What is unreal will pass away. Seeing through illusion isn't abstract. It's something we can practice every day. Imagine scrolling social media and feeling a twinge of ew when you see something that upsets your apple cart. In that moment, you could pause, breathe, and remember appearances are a projection. You don't know the full story. Social media is a turbulent sea of inaccuracies, opinions, and judgments. And you can remind yourself that you don't have to swim there. By stepping back from the judging mind and resting in the quiet truth within, the fog clears, peace returns, and the sea is calm. May we walk together with open eyes and open hearts, courageously looking within and seeing through illusion until only love and truth remain. We're not here to scroll the surface. We're here to live from the source. That's Amy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. You know what? I have written a lot of things over the years, whether it be articles or columns or what have you. And I think that's the first time I've ever heard somebody read something I've written. Isn't that something? Very special. I didn't expect it to touch me like that, but thank you. I appreciate your words too. I think when I was writing that, there was just like a lot of scroll on Instagram that day, and I thought, we can get so caught up in the illusion. It's all in front of us all the time. It's right here, or even right on our laptop or desktop, and just taking that moment to step away and just say, what is really the truth here? What am I really seeing? So thank you for you. I appreciate you. I'm going to hand the screen back over to Kalyani. She has another song for us this morning. Thank you, beloved. Great.
Well, I'm so glad I got to hear that. That was so relevant for me because being a single person, like I've been pulled into so much stuff on my phone, and then I finally realized, like, wait a minute, there is no way I'm going to figure this out through this medium. Like, there's no way I can come to any conclusion about anything. It's like, but you know how it feels, and then you go, wait a minute, I'm going to just not care. I don't care. Sometimes I just like driving and I was like, I don't care. Just like, it's such a revelation to not have to be, engaged in like, anyway, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. This song and this is how we're learning how to take care of ourselves, right? When we recognize we're getting pulled by these external, um, distractions, and it's like nip it in the bud. And so this song is actually a sing-along song that you could easily sing, and if you can sing Summertime, you can sing this song. It's kind of a meditation. uh, I'm learning how to take care of myself. I am worthy. I am guided. I'm learning how to listen to my wisdom. I am worthy. I am guided. I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to take care of myself, because I am worthy. We're going to repeat all that again if you'd like to sing. I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to take care of myself, because I am worthy. I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. Repeat that. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. I'm learning how to listen to my wisdom. I'm learning how to listen to my wisdom. I'm learning how to listen to my wisdom. I'm learning how to listen to my wisdom, because I am guided. I am guided, I am guided, I am guided, I am guided. I am guided, I am guided, I am guided, I am guided. I am guided, I am guided, I am guided, I am guided. I am guided, I am guided, I am guided, I am guided. I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to take care of myself, because I am worthy.
Ooh, that was beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Beautiful song, beautiful words, beautiful essence. Thank you. I'm going to hand the screen back over to Jan, and she has our prayer of plenitude this morning. Thank you, beloved. Grateful for you.
Thank you, Amy. And Kalyani, I just want to say that's that's now my mantra for my journey. That I'm learning how to take care of myself. I'm learning how to learn from my wisdom. Is that? Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Beautiful. Okay, our prosperity blessing, our turn to go within and to bring up that consciousness. Okay, I invite you to join me now as we move into a space of oneness with Spirit. So let's take a deep breath and hold it. And now release it slowly. Settle in. Let's take another deep breath. Hold it. Release it slowly. Quiet our minds. Open to the great realization of an abundant universe. And now we connect with an inner stillness that is grounded in the divine flow of giving and receiving. We practice gratitude for all that life gives us and accept that there is more coming our way. We align and operate from our divine nature to give freely from a compassionate heart to ourselves, to others, to the world, assured that we're never void. There is enough and more than enough. We set our intention to engage in right action that attracts opportunities to prosper in every way. We are each a very grateful spirit expanding in this human life, and we are gratefully succeeding in stepping forward into this greater good, no matter what. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jan. Yes, and so it is. There's enough and more than enough, multiplied, magnified. We're grateful for you. I'm going to hand the screen over to Kalyani. She has our final song this morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I was reading the spiritual laws of abundance, and you're familiar with that book? And I thought I'm just gonna be inspired by that book to write this song. As I give, I receive. And this could actually, there's repeated sections that could be sung along also if you want. I trust I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. I trust that I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. Abundant 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 child of God, I am. I trust I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. I trust that I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. Abundant 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 child of God, I am. I trust I can let it be. I trust I have everything everything I need. I trust that I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. And when I leave the past behind, I'm held in the arms of love divine. And when I leave the past behind, held in the arms of love divine. I trust that I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. I trust I can let it be. I trust I have everything I need. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. As I give, I receive. Beloved child of God, I am. Beloved child of God, I am.
Absolutely beautiful. Amazing.
Thank you.
I, I feel like the song was just like one universal truth after the other. It's like give,
Awesome.
receive, let go, and then open up. I'm so grateful for you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank you. I
always.
know I think sometimes like there's too much repetition, but no, that's good, right? I mean, then we can really like it can sink in, right? So I'm happy to
Absolutely.
get
I
that
thought
feedback because that's pretty new song for me, and I need to read that book again.
it's perfect. And yes, I love the book, and Edwin Gaines is amazing. Thank you for
Yeah.
taking her truth, the universal truths, and putting them into music. I mean, it's powerful. And everything you sang today, I feel like is life mantras. Every
Nice.
song
Thank you
is just
so
like,
much.
so
Thank you so
it's
much.
perfect. So that was your question. Absolutely perfect. Don't
Oh,
change
great.
anything.
Thanks
We're
for all
grateful.
your
We receive.
feedback because I'm going to sing this at Unity live in the Gold Country next week. So
Good. Yay.
I'm happy to get the feedback about like singing, sing from the heart
Yeah.
longer so people can really, because it's all experiment, when you get with
Yes.
living people and then you see what really is effective and how to generate,
Right.
that really positive
Right.
energy that we get to experience together here. So I
Yeah.
appreciate the opportunity to
Absolutely.
share
And
with you all.
thank you for
I don't
sharing.
share much. I don't perform, I really don't hardly ever. I
Well,
dance on Sunday mornings. Like I go to the sweat your prayers, so
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
this is, I fit, that's why I don't share as much on a Sunday morning. If it was another time, I would definitely do more.
It's
But
perfect. Well,
thank
we're
you all.
grateful when we get to. When you have the space and time and willingness, we are so grateful. And I
Thank
love
you.
taking the time. Sometimes I think we're so used to in our culture, especially like moving quickly, that something like that part of a song. I was just somewhere with a seminar. I don't remember where, but somewhere where we went back and we did something longer because people asked to do it longer. And I
Mhm.
think we're inclined to go quickly, and really the soul yearns to slow down and be still and just, let's
Mhm.
bask in this for a little bit longer. So yeah, I say yes to that. Well, thank you,
Nice.
beloved. We're so grateful
Thank
for
you,
you,
dear.
both of you,
I'm looking
Kalyani and
forward
Dan.
I'm looking forward to hearing the talk and
Yes,
so sweet
it's
to be in your community again. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Thank you,
Bye.
beloved. Yes, living as the I am
Till
is
next
coming.
time.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
see
see
you
you
both
again before the end of the year.
on the side. Yes, yeah, you'll be back before the end of. I know we are nearing close to the end of the year, which is surprising. It's just what happens. Beloved, beloved soul, Reverend DeJacqueline, we are so grateful for you. I am going to just hand the screen over to you right now. I feel that you're ready to take us away and bring us into the space and bring us into living as the I am. I love you. I am grateful for you. Take us
Back
away.
at you. Back at you. Hi, so I am feeling, first of all, a deep and humble gratitude, as always, for being invited to come and play with this Brentwood Unity community and the courage that is exhibited by this community and the way that this community continually checks itself, checks in with itself. Where are we? What are we about? And this is so important. And it has the courage as a community to shift if there's a feeling that there is a need to shift. Specifically, if we need to point to a specific, I'm talking about when I was introduced to this community, it was Brentwood Unity. And then we dropped the unity part. We're going to be Brentwood inspired living. And then, you know what? We really are anchored in that spirituality that is identified with the unity principles. And so and I'm excited about whatever the next iteration is. But the piece that I'm wanting to speak into the room is the power that resides when individuals and communities are willing to be fully present to who they are, who they're being called to be, and to then go ahead and do it. Because many of us get to that. I want to know what my purpose is. I want to know what I'm here for. And we do that work. We do that work and then we find out. And then, hmm, and then we can go to overwhelm. Who, me? You want me to do what now? What? Mm. Or, well, okay, but I need another 10 minutes to just be in whatever it is I'm being in now. And so I'm saying again, deep gratitude for a community, which is a community of individuals that say yes to the discovery, to the ongoing discovery, as well as yes to what the discovery says, to what the spiritual download is, to what the guidance and the direction is. And guess what? It's time, y'all. It's past time for each and every one of us to be in that space, to live from that space, to come from that space. And so I am going to anchor myself a little bit in a little bit of prayer. I love that. I love that. Dance your prayers. I feel like I should Google that, find that near me. That's a wonderful idea and concept. And yes to that. And yes to knowing that there is absolutely only one whole, perfect, and complete life called by many names. By God, Allah, Shiva, many names. And today we're calling it the I Am, knowing that I am one with this, knowing that each one present here online is one with that, as is everyone who will subsequently at any time in the future. Oh, wait, as is everyone and everything on the planet itself, all the planets, the entire universe is in fact the divine made manifest. Knowing that that is what is true, I know, I declare, and I accept that we are having a magnificent conversation today, even if it seems like I am the only one whose lips are moving right at this particular time. Even as I am being the voice, I'm knowing, declaring, and accepting that the exchange that we are having one to another is an exchange of the heart, an exchange of the mind, an exchange of the spirit, and an exchange of a gargantuan yes to being fully present, to living out loud, and to being that which we are called to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother, Father, God. I release this word to the law and know that it's done and done exceedingly well. And so it is. Hi. So let's contextualize a little bit. We've got this annual theme of living in the presence, the unfolding mystery. So, living in the presence of the mystery of the divine, the mystery that continues to unfold. And we recognize that continuing unfolding in many, 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 many ways, both spiritually and in the secular world. I was listening, I think the Pulitzer Prize for literature was awarded this week. We have Nobel Prizes that get awarded in all of the sciences. So, as we are collectively, and I mentioned those two particular prizes because they are international, they're global. So, as we, as a community of the planet, are moving forward collectively together, we have these ways of celebrating and recognizing that forward movement. We have ways of saying, "Ooh, we figured this out." Earlier, when Amy was doing the introduction of the day, she talked about today being the anniversary of the discovery of the rings around Saturn. Right? Now, that doesn't mean that the rings just got there on October 12th, 48 years ago. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The rings didn't just get there. We just discovered the rings, and we got to do a happy hoorah, hallelujah dance about that. And because I'm a little bit of a space nerd, I know that since that time, there's been all kinds of exploratory telescopes sent out there. There are things that have been sent out to actually examine what the rings are made of. So again, there's this continuing discovery. And I do want to invite you to check out your local planetarium because it's amazing and it's fabulous. And it confirms this idea that there is something greater than we are, yet it is what we are at the same time. It is the stuff that we are made of. October, seeing through illusion. Hmm. That invites us to ask a couple of questions. What illusion are we talking about? Are we saying that we are seeing through the glass darkly, that there is a whole illusionary lens that we are seeing through? This word lens has crept into our collective vocabulary to indicate the way, the ideas through which we are seeing life as we walk around on the planet. Are we seeing as in seeing through a glass darkly? And that's a biblical quote that talks about how if our lenses are not clear, if we are not seeing with our spiritual eye, then what we're seeing is illusion. Or are we talking about recognizing that what we're seeing is illusion and seeing through that, dissipating that with our activities, with our actions, as well as knowing that the illusions that are being presented to us are distractions. And again, we touched on that a little bit earlier. We touched on the idea that when I'm scrolling on my device, that I'm being distracted by things that oftentimes are not even real, by things that have no positive or constructive impact. In fact, sometimes by things that are just the opposite, things that are going to raise my heartbeat or my blood pressure or get me excited or get me scared, anchor me in fear. And when I'm anchored in fear, I'm frozen. We know from psychology, we know from physiology that we have that fight, flight, or freeze reaction to things. When we explore this idea of living as the I am, and I would add not just on Sundays, of living as the I am, we are anchoring ourselves in a place that when we pick up the thing and we're doing the little scroll, when we hit on the baby doing the cute thing, we pause. Oh, that's so cute. That's delightful. When we hit on the thing that's terrifying us, we not only scroll past it, we not only let it go, but we bless it, we wish the participants, if they are real, and there are some amazing things coming out about what AI can do, but that is definitely a conversation for another time. But we get to bless it and we get to not let it in and either keep scrolling or put the thing down, which is often a much better idea because when we put the thing down, we get to see all the other things that might need doing, that might need our attention in our space and in our environment. There are many perspectives on the I am, as there are on many things. Is it the I am? Is it the I am of Moses that we're talking about? Is there more than one I am? Well, I invite us to consider that there is only one I am. And that I am is both a name for the divine in the greater, as well as each one of us. That's our middle name. I was speaking to a young woman a few weeks ago, actually, when I went to get these very glasses. And she was telling me that in her culture, they don't use middle names. That's not a thing that they do. And I'm inviting us to fill in as our middle name, I am. To let that be the middle name that each and every one of us walks with. And when we encounter the specialness in the world, to remember. Now, we might not remember immediately. We might have some kind of reaction. We might have a reaction that we might not be proud of later on. But at the moment that we can pause and remember that I am the I am, that I am here for purpose, that I am here for meaning, that I am here for grace, that I am here in the content and context, that as I am lifted up, not if I be lifted up, but as I am lifted up, I am carrying everyone with me. I'm taking my family, I'm bringing my associates, I'm bringing my friends, I'm bringing everyone that I touch with me as I am lifted up into this I am. And in that process, what I am doing is I am erasing, I am cleaning the glass. I am going old school, right? We have what is that stuff? Windex now. But what I can remember is when my mama used to clean the windows with newspaper and vinegar, right? Because vinegar is a very acidic thing and that it cleans the windows and the odor dissipates, y'all. The odor, I heard somebody, ew, but what about the smell? It dissipates. When we're living in the I am presence, we are cleaning the glass. Again, going back to earlier in the service, we are reminding ourselves that this is an abundant universe. And in this time frame that we are living in this time frame, which again has many, many different names. Some people are calling it the Great Turning. Some people are calling it the Great Awakening, the Great Transition, the Great Reunion, the Great Transformation, the Great Revolution, the Great Work, the New Story. There are lots and lots of different names for what we are going through and experiencing right now. And as you know, I'm not just fond of saying, but I am going to say it probably as again the old folks used to say, to my grave. If you're on the planet right now, you have a part to play. Part one, part two. The only way you're going to be effective in playing your part is if you have a sense of, a practice of, a way of ingraining your spiritual practices into your everyday life. Okay, that was my gotta say it part, my this is what I'm inviting us to continuously be anchored in and returning to this idea that we are in right now. I am liking the term the great turning, and we have a role to play in it. That as we anchor ourselves in this recognition that we are the I am presence, then we get to stand on and come from these principles of abundance. We get to say out loud and demonstrate again and again and again that this universe that we live in reflects abundance back at us each and every place we are in ways that we cannot deny, in the stars in the sky, in the sand, in the leaves on the trees, in all of the things. But what we've got to do today is stop just saying it to ourselves in our little Sunday community. It is time to be in the world with the word. It is time to recognize that we are ambassadors, that we are ambassadors for the great turning, for the new way of being and living. And the new way is simply a return to who we are at core. I have this idea. It's a theory. It's absolutely a theory. And so I'm giving it to you as a theory, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. I have this theory that humanity was being so far off from its recognition of itself, its realization of its own magnificence, that this is where we get our I'm actually going to call them our heroes that pop through, right? We got Jesus, we got Buddha, we got Krishna, we got these people that come through, and each and every one of them, in some way, and they're probably hundreds that I don't know anything about because they didn't rise up to the level of being in a book that I own. Okay. But what I'm inviting us to consider, my theory, is that these people come through and always have woven into their message this idea that these things that I can do, you can do too. That this that I am, this Christ that I am, and we are in a unity consciousness, so we're going to stick with the Christ right now. This Christ that I am, this Christ that resides at the center and core of my being, also resides at the center and core of your being. So act like it, be like it, be in the awareness that no lesser than any of the 12, you are my disciples. You are here to express this knowledge, this wisdom of abundance. You are here to express peace on earth. You are here to demonstrate what it means to love one another. You are here to show what we're talking about when we say, be ye renewed by the renewing of your mind. That as we study, as we dig in, as we learn more and more and more and more about who we are, as we do the work, we are so busting at the seams to share it in the world. And this, my beloved, is the time to do it. Not to wait till Sunday, not to go home and call Amy and say, you know what revelation I had, but to say it to the person next to you, because the person next to you is next to you because they need to hear it, and they need to hear it from you. This is the either we believe what we believe or we don't. That's also what time it is, right? Either what we say is true, or it's not. And one of the things we say is true is that there are no accidents. There's no accident that the person sitting next to you is sitting next to you just at the moment that you have this magnificent realization, or that you've had some demonstration, some experience that shows you, that teaches you, that ingrains in a deep place in you that healing is real, that love is powerful, that this is an abundant universe, that we are here to see each other in the face of each other. Last week, Christopher Brown talked about our senses and how we can't see ourselves. Even when we look in a mirror, you can't see. What you see is a close approximation. I don't care if you have the magnifying mirror. Some of us need the magnifying mirror now, for the little things. But even if you have the magnifying mirror, remember that it reverses us, right? I have a banner hanging here. And if I move so that you can see it, you're going to see it in reverse. The only way we actually see ourselves is when we look at each other. When we see into the depths of each other, we see into ourselves. Oh, there is a synchronicity that is going on in the universe right now. And that synchronicity is so powerful. And what I'm going to refer to, particularly for this group of conscious individuals, we get to see it in all of the ways that things are happening closer and closer and closer together, right? That we are individually and collectively having what for many of us are mystical experiences that we've not had. They're little tiny, tiny things. Tiny example this morning when the abundance song was sang, and she introduced the song with, and I just love the four spiritual laws of prosperity. And I got excited and I reached for the book because it was right here on my bookshelf. And I just happened to open up the book, and I opened up the book to page 130 in case anybody else needs the same lesson that I'm needing right now. On the bottom, it says, My Story of Forgiveness. I wanted to say, get out of my business. I didn't ask you all of that. Leave me alone. But what I am saying is, okay, when we shut down, I will read that. And what I'm saying to you is that when we have these little tap, tap, taps, that there may have been a time when we could say, I'll look into that later. Or, I don't know, let me have some kind of intellectual dissertation about how I feel about that. Baby, this is not that time. That time is gone. This time is you jump on it because your part, my part, our parts in this great turning require that we are consistently anchored in this great turning, in this shift in the life and the way life is made manifest. It is time for us to move away from binary thinking, to be available to the both and, to embrace the paradoxes and the complexities that exist every day. But we can only do that as we are every day more and more deeply anchored in our connection, in our spiritual connection, our spiritual practice, and in our recognition of our own magnificence. What does that look like? That looks like having conversations with people. It looks like recognizing that we are towards the last half of National Hispanic American Heritage Month. It looks like, how do I recognize that? Well, the Oakland Museum of California has an online Latino history project. We check it out. Why do we check it out? Because we need to understand people. We need to understand each other. We need to go, now, is it just illusionary? Is this a lie that I'm being told, that this whole group of people are so horrendous that they need to be snatched off the street by masked people with no identification? I get to go see. I get to go check it out. I get to learn about these people. I get to really talk to the folks that are right around me, but we might need to start with the online research. And, and this is kind of my bottom line. It's not kind of, it is we know, we in these communities, in these new thought communities, we know that this is an abundant universe. We know that scarcity is a lie. We know that there should not be any people who are unhoused, children who are starving, or any of the other atrocities that are going on the planet. We know this. And we get to not only contribute to the turning, but we get to find the nuggets. And when we find the nuggets, we get to give praise and thanks and lift them up. We get to lift up peace in Gaza. We get to put that on our vision board, or most certainly on our hearts, as an example of peace coming on earth. We get to focus on peace on earth. And as we do that, again, back to what we say we believe, we are co creating peace on earth. And you got to do some boots on the ground. In California, and I'm going to venture to say that most people who are listening to me right now are in California. And if you're not, it's a possibility that this opportunity is coming your way too. I'm looking at Amy and knowing she is not in California. However, what I want to talk about very briefly is Prop 50 and any other propositions that are on your local ballots, and who's running for office and all of that. And the only thing I have to say to you is follow the money. When you follow the money, it will tell you who supports what. Then you just get to ask, is this in alignment with my values? Yes, vote for it. No, make a different choice. It's really It really, 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 really is that simple. The light of love is always in us, no matter how cold the flame. That is a quote from Bell Hooks in her book, All About Love. Our founder of Unity, co founder, which I'm absolutely excited, I love it, that Unity is a religion, a practice that was founded by two people, and that they were the beloveds of each other. And I'm going to ask you to bear with me for just 1 second because here it is. Fillmore suggests that we start by knowing who we are. This identification of the free I am with its creations brings about a world of illusion. Instead of accomplishment through an equilibrium of faith and faith and works, it sees no way of reaching the goal except through violent and continued action. The identification of the free I am in the paragraphs before that, and this comes from his talks on truth. In the paragraphs before that, he is talking about the individualization of the I am without understanding that the I am principle is a principle that resonates through all of us and connects us. In religious science, we call it the oneness. Fillmore invites us to see the I am not as my individual opportunity to get what I can get, but as an opportunity to recognize our universal connectivity. And that by doing so, we accomplish an equilibrium of faith and works, an equilibrium, a balance of faith, what I believe, and how I put my belief into action, my works. Finally, returning to Bell Hooks, she says, we can choose how we respond to acts of injustice. Taking responsibility means that in the face of barriers, we still have the capacity to invent our lives, to shape our destinies in ways that maximize our, not my, our well being. Ashe, amen, amin, aho. And so it is. Thank you.
Well, thank you, beloved. Woo! I want you to say, we have to ground into all of that. And what a message. And we're so grateful. I I was writing down everything really. But we began with, you have a part to play. And I think that is such an important first point because maybe somebody doesn't know that, how important your part is in this world, in this time. You're here for a time such as this. So you have a part. You have a part, an important part. And when you're playing your part by ingraining your spiritual practice into I was paraphrasing, I couldn't write as fast as this beautiful Reverend Jacqueline was just channeling for us. But basically, it's our spiritual practice is part of who we are, our daily life, how we live. And that is how we play our part. And I love that piece too, because I feel sometimes it could feel abstract, like, oh, there's so much that I have to figure out and learn and do before I can play my part, before I could show up. And that's just not true. We're already equipped. We're already equipped with everything that you, unique, beautiful individual here for such a time as this, require. So breathe that out and know that you're held, and lean into that. It's all here. There's nothing we have to do. There's not another workshop you need. There's not another book. They're all wonderful enhancements. And yet it's all right here. And for the sake of time, because we are going to jump into this workshop and I am ready, and I know everybody else is ready, I just wanted to just talk about one other piece here. And well, maybe, well, you said this, be in the world with the word. And something about that just resonated, that we are to be these ambassadors for the great turning, and we're just returning to love, truth, returning to who we really are. And so being in the world with the word, it's already on your heart. It's already there. And how beautiful that is to just know that, to lean into that. Yeah. There's not more to do. Yet there is this piece of boots on the ground, and I love that part too, because there's so much here. Okay, so living the I am, knowing who we are. What we're going to do is, oh, I know what I wrote down. I'm going through all my notes. I love that you said, it's, the history this month. And so to check out, and I was going to look for the link and I didn't, but I'd love to drop it in here. Learn about others, learn about humanity. Maybe that's a piece we can incorporate about living the I am, which is this talk. Maybe do something once a month, once a week, that you learn something new about somebody else, some other, culture or anything, just to expand our consciousness. How do we expand our consciousness? Every time I visit a new place or get on an airplane, I look down and I think, all these little teeny tiny houses, and people's like, everybody's in their own world. Just, isn't it so fascinating to have that moment where you're like,
yes, yes, yes,
it's on the airplane and you can see like the cities and towns, and then there's nothing between, and then another lit up city and town. It's like, wow, these people are in their own, we're all in our own little bubbles, right? And so how do
we
you
are.
expand
Yes,
our
yes,
consciousness? It's
yes.
just, what are they about over there? They're not wrong or bad or crazy. Like, let's just figure out what's going on here. Not like what's wrong with you, but what's going on with you. I'm interested, because I love
Very
what you
good.
said. The both and is the new paradigm. Both and, it's like when I say there's space for all of it, I mean that there's
Yes,
space for all of it.
yes,
And we
yes,
are those
yes,
ambassadors you talked about, to create
yes,
the space
yes,
for all of it.
yes,
We're doing something
yes.
different. We're doing something different here. We're not doing what's been going on. That hasn't been working so well. We're here for such a time as this. So yes, you have a part to play. I love this. And you play your part by bringing your spiritual practice to your daily life. And yes, yes, yes. So we're going to close with the prayer of divine awakening, because we're going to move over to the Zoom room right now and just keep going with this. So hydrate, nourish yourself with this quick snack, and come
Yes,
back to the Zoom room. I'm going to drop the
yes.
link here in the chat. It's also on our homepage. Everybody join us. We invite everybody into this space. Reverend D. Jacqueline Edwards, we love you. Thank
I
you for
love
you.
you. Thank you.
We going to
Thank
pull up
you.
this prayer, which I invite you to declare this prayer of divine awakening for your own life. And if there's any words you need to substitute or put in there, if God feels more powerful than source energy or whatever it is, you do that. That's our prerogative, is that we create this life from our
Yes,
truth. So it's a new
yes.
day, a beautiful day, a new beginning. I embrace this day with new eyes, an open heart, and expansive mind. I choose my vibrational frequency deliberately and consciously, harmonizing with life's events. I am receptive to source energy, divine guidance, and wisdom available to me at all times. Jacqueline talked about this today. At all times available to us. I commit to serve unconditional love fully and completely. I move forward in a state of appreciation, an extension of the one magnificent power and presence, the I am, the oneness. I am sovereign, whole, and free, claiming dominion over my life as I go in peace and awaken to my divinity. And so it is. Yes, I am sovereign, whole, and free is what did Jacqueline say? She consistently anchored in. Love it. I have too many notes here. I could keep going back to them.
Yes.
So we love you. We thank you. We
Mhm.
bless you. Bright beings of love, hop into the Zoom room. We're going to meet you there in just a few minutes. Mwah.
Thank you.
Blessings. Shine on,
Wow.
bright ones.
Thank you.
Love you so much.